Warning, disturbing video. They finally sent the troops. What happened?
Rees lost his life after allegedly attempting to steal a bike, then fighting the police with a knife. But this...
Yeah, maybe we should just, like, stop fighting police officers when they give you a lawful order. You know? Like, oh, bro, I wasn't doing nothing. And, like, you watch, like, these videos of people getting arrested by the police who were commanded to stop, and they're, like, break dancing in the middle of the streets with how much they're resisting. Your life will be so much safer if you just comply with law officers.
Didn't stop the mainstream media from immediately painting him as some innocent victim that the evil police unjustifiably ended. Never mind the second angle, appearing to show him with that large knife, that once the cop couldn't control it, he popped him, which is...
Bro, police body cam footage have been destroying liberals' fucking talking points and Black Lives Matters propaganda for years. Everybody said they wanted these, and it completely destroyed every movement that was going against police officers. Straight up, the whole fucking ACAB, all cops are bastards bullshit, it's just bullshit. Yes, there are some cops that are bad, obviously. Just like there are some white people that are bad, obviously. But the majority of them are great.
In line with his alleged 19-year-long criminal history, including 8 convictions involving fighting the police.
Yep.
So this should be an open and shut case.
Yep.
Long-time criminal with a...
Not to the internet where people refuse to be wrong, even with documented evidence presented in front of them. It's embarrassing.
Knife fights the police and unfortunately loses their life. We don't want this to happen, but out of the over 250,000 residents of Madison, Wisconsin, the only man the police blasted was the one fighting them with a knife. I'm not really seeing the evidence of injustice here. But facts don't matter, as activists immediately took to the streets to scream at anybody.
You know what's a really good way to get people to listen to you? Be a black person with Black Lives Matter and have a megaphone and start screaming at white people. Yeah, that'll really get people on your side. Truly genius. I want to remind you that Black Lives Matter was started over a multiple-time repeat offender fentanyl addict that killed himself from drug overdose. And so black people decided to destroy over 10 cities and loot and pillage and set them on fire. Yep. Welcome to America. An IQ too low.
Which went well into the evening.
Oh, and I also want to remind you that Black Lives Matter is considered empowering. Saying white lives mattered is considered racist. Saying black pride is empowering. Saying white pride is racist. I want to, I mean, Jesus. I could go further, but you guys get my point.
White lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter.
That's MAGA in my chat right now.
Black men matter. Black men matter.
It's going through it right now.
As a mob set out to randomly stop all commerce.
Don't give your money to racist bars.
And later, they began to attack cars.
You know, and this is with publicly available data dismissing the current narrative, but the problem is there's so many stupid fucking people who don't know how to Google shit. It's like actually embarrassing. You know, it really is fucking embarrassing where the truth no longer matters anymore. If you lie loud enough, people will start believing it. And it's embarrassing. It really is.
Nobody seemed to mind the senseless assaults on that random guy's SUV, but once he switched into reverse, everybody started shrieking over that potential attack, which actually tracks, as nobody was protesting over Coy's long list of crimes, including attacking not only their cops, but actually innocent victims. But once the police had to forcefully put a stop to him, only then, when things get reversed, do they cry for peace.
It's like when a woman hits you 13 times And so you go to hit them back and your hand is merely raised. There will be a crowd of people. I've seen this happen so many times, and you guys know you've seen this so many times too. There will be a woman wailing on their partner, their significant other, on their husband. They will be beating the fuck out of them, berating them. And the moment the husband either says something mean or raises their hand, then people step in and say, "What are you doing?" It's so insane, bro. It is. The world is so fucking crazy, guys.
This wasn't the only instance of them blocking the streets, then pleading victimhood.
This man's trying to hit us with his car. This man's trying to hit us with his car, y'all. At Corey's Memorial. Hey, we ain't, no, none of that. None of that.
Go this way.
Turn around. It's against the law. It's against the
I find it crazy when these dumb fucks think that they can go into our streets and change the laws to fit their whim and make everybody else live in their same delusion. And we're seeing that in public schools every single day as well. We're all living in people's fantasy lands, and so many people are getting tired of it. We've gone too far, guys. We've gone way too far.
law to shoot somebody dead in the fucking street.
It's not illegal to shoot a person who's attempting to stab officers with a knife. It's not. You're resisting arrest. You're bringing out a deadly weapon. If you bring out a deadly weapon to an officer, you should be shot, obviously.
You don't want the motherfucking chair.
You don't want the chair.
You don't want the chair. You didn't seen it before.
But sadly, some of these idiots actually think they can negotiate for their freedom with the unruly mob.
You wouldn't let me through. I kept saying, I want to go home so I can park. And I want to be part of this. I have 2 children. They need to know that what happened was wrong. I saw the guy today with the MAGA hat and the liberals. I don't think that's right to come down and try and instigate problems. I just wanted to get to my house. That is it.
We all just want to do something in this world.
As a left
Yeah, man, I can't believe a white liberal woman hasn't noticed the monster that they've created in the street. Man, I'm shocked.
always eventually eats their own.
You can't reason with people who don't. You can't ration with people who didn't ration themselves into the position to begin with. There is no way to reason with people who are incapable of reason.
And the sooner
They're like monkeys. They're not like crows, because crows, you know, their IQ's too high. But they really are. They're like animals.
you realize there's no amount of rationale or negotiation that can impact the minds of literal simpletons,
Yep.
the sooner you'll realize the only thing they'll listen to is force. As
Maybe I should replace the word retard in my vocabulary with simpleton. That actually kind of hits a little bit different.
eventually, this evolved into an entire no-go zone called the CRAZ, the Corey Ruiz Autonomous Zone.
You could see just how much the encampment has grown at the site where Corey was shot and killed by Madison police. Protesters have put up a number of tents here. They have people essentially running checkpoints at each side of the encampment, checking who's coming in and out of this site. They even
It's crazy how these stupid fucking liberals go to the street and enact violence on random innocent civilians over an armed repeat offender criminal. Yet no Republicans or right-leaning individuals ever protested over Irina Zarutska being wrongfully killed or Charlie Kirk being assassinated. Because we realize doing these protests where all we do is inconvenience citizens isn't going to cause any significant change. All that it's going to do is just harm innocent people in the process. It's embarrassing, guys. It really is so embarrassing. Videos like this piss me the fuck off.
have tire spikes in the perimeter. The city has also put their own salt trucks on one end of the intersection, and they've also scheduled garbage pickup for residents in the area, as well as people inside of the encampment. I reached out to Madison's mayor for an interview, which her office declined at this time, but in statements that were released to the public, it said that her office is working to come up with a peaceful resolution to all of this while still honoring Corey. But protesters that I've spoken with here tell me they're not going anywhere until the officer involved in this shooting is facing charges.
It's insane to think that in America, if the mob suddenly decides to cut you off from civilization, your garbage hyper-left woke mayor is completely willing to sacrifice your freedom to please the mob.
Yeah, you want to know why? Because there's no consequences. And until there is swift consequences that gives people proper incentivization to change, they will never do it. Do you think your child is randomly going to start respecting you if you let them live in your house rent free until they're fucking 28? No, obviously not. They have no incentivization to change, but they will change once you kick them the fuck out, because then they have a reason to. These people, they're all spoiled children, and we are so weak as a country where we cannot punish these very obvious detractors from day-to-day society, and they need to be punished and beaten at the very minimum. But right now, there's no reason to fucking do anything because everybody's treated with roses and kindness when we need to be treating these people like fucking wild criminals, because that's what they are.
Even journalists like Nick Sorter got attacked on site.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Get out of here. No, do not touch, do not. Just bet. No, I'm not touching. No, I'm just trying to get in my car. No, I'm just trying to get in my car. I just want to, just let me get in the car. That's it. That's all I want. Just get in your car. I just don't want to get hurt.
Get in the car.
Yes, sir. Okay, yep, we're good. We're
So finally, the state police came in to intervene.
There we go. Good. Get him. Get him. Yup. Get there. Get there.
Leaving behind a mess that, again, the adults had to clean up.
Yep. Dude, good on the police on cracking the fuck down. Now, let's do that a lot quicker next time. Fucking awesome.
Madison streets almost killed 2 people today. Madison streets.
There goes y'all's tax dollars. These people, these monkeys, are making your life worse every single day because our people have empowered them to think that their imagination is more enforceable than the literal reality of our laws and constitution. This is what the public schools are doing to our brains. Yeah, it looks like a fucking war zone. It is. It is. And these people need to be locked up. Deport their ass too, bro. These people are far gone. I swear to God, being a liberal is like a fucking virus on the mind these days. You know, I believe that every single person who's a right-leaning conservative is this exact same person as a 90s fucking left-wing was. But like, my God, bro, these people just lost their mind. It's so embarrassing that this is our country. You know, like we need to be faster. We need to crack down immediately or it's going to continue.
And remember, these full-grown adults took the time off of work to sit around and make a tent city defended by spike strips and volunteer security, only for it to be quickly dismantled once the adults say,
Democrats, the word you're looking for? Thank you. This video is pissing me the fuck off.
Playtime is over. But unfortunately, their mayor's still trying to placate them.
I just want to say again, because I think people don't believe this, we are absolutely committed to allowing space for some sort of memorial. It just can't be in the middle of the traffic lanes.
But that'll never satisfy these imbeciles, as allegedly they went to the mayor's home, or wherever they think the mayor lives, and trashed it.
I ain't getting no sleep because of you. The community ain't getting no sleep because of you. We saw you set your pigs downtown. We saw it from blood on your hands.
They're like rabid animals, reacting to what looks like justified policing by yelling at random residents eating, attacking vehicles for the crime of driving on the streets, then shutting down an entire block to recreate Seattle's Chaz. Their autonomous zone free of all police because of police brutality. When almost immediately, they began shooting each other inside. Not once, but several times in under a month, including the shooting of more black kids, apparently also evading the police. Not to mention the arson attacks, the instances of extortion by warlords, and the many cases of assault that took place inside the police-free zone. And what makes it worse is, one, the reporting is incredibly downplayed on these horrendous crimes, but more importantly, that specific assault was on a disabled girl lured into a tent, which upon discovery of this attack, they immediately called for the police to come in and arrest him, which just goes to show they're just LARPing. When they do indeed want and need the police, they just briefly pretend they don't for social media points and something to do to make themselves finally feel important.
True.
So if you appreciate my concise, lighthearted commentary...
I wouldn't call that lighthearted. Holy fuck, that pissed me off. It's just, it pays so much to be a retard these days. And that's why it's never going to change. Jesus, it's just depressing, guys. It really is. It's fucking depressing how much it pays to be a retard. And until there's proper punishment and proper incentivization to fucking stop, or else this culture will never cease to exist. And that's what blows.